I think it was the first lockdown I came in, and as I was walking around the school, there were some pupils at school who couldn't work at home. So I came in, I met a few people, I walked around with my head of year, I did some paperwork, and already in that first day, I was offered to be a prefect.
Really?
And I actually cried because I'd never had opportunity to have any form of responsibility before. I wasn't even allowed to go out on the field because I was that watched by teachers. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I had to be accompanied to the canteen because they wouldn't let go of that year 7, year 8 person that I was.
Right.
As soon as I came here first day, I'm already being offered being a prefect. It just shows the trust between teachers and students rather than students being watched by teachers.
How did that happen then? Had you done something really impressive or was it just part of almost your induction? Let's make you a prefect.
Well, I think we just sat and we spoke and they listened, which I think is the most important thing. This school listens to me and they don't just look back on records of exclusions and being told to not come to school or isolations. They look at the person rather than what happened in their past.
So did you choose your friends really carefully when you came to Haven, or did they choose you? Or, well, again, it's a change, isn't it? You're in the right group now. I suppose you could describe the people around you as good influences.
Yeah, when I first came here, I didn't know who I wanted to be friends with. I didn't know if I wanted to be involved with the same sorts of people or nice and innocent people. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I spent the first couple of weeks with a teacher who doesn't actually have me for any of my lessons. I just spent breaks and lunches with her, which just shows that you can just go to anybody here for support and for help. It doesn't matter whether they know your name or anything, you can just turn up and they will be there for you.
So you had a one-to-one in effect?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And that was just a member of the teaching staff?
Yeah.
Did you sort of find her out, or was that part of the whole package of support around you when you started? Did they say this is the person that you need to see if there are any issues?
No, it was really cold and we weren't allowed to come inside into forms, so we had to go outside, but I didn't have anyone to go outside with. So I stood in the hallway and the teacher came and asked me if I was all right, and then we spoke for a bit, and then from then I was in her room basically all the time.
Right. And that was okay, so there was that flexibility.
Yeah, she told me to stay in there while she went out on duty, and that really confused me because I was used to always having to have a teacher by my side 24/7, and I came here and I'm already being trusted to be on my own.
Yeah.
And then I started to, not as if I didn't get on with them, but I just didn't really speak to anyone in my form originally. But I did meet a couple girls around the school in some of my lessons, and now I've moved into their form and I sit with them. I think my form tutor is really lovely. She brings food in for the start of exams if you haven't eaten breakfast, or if you're hungry at lunch, she has wraps and she'll make you a wrap. She's really nice.
So there's that sense of caring.
Yeah.
Which you think is,
It's more like having loads of aunties and uncles rather than having teachers.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's a wonderful thought.